Hello, welcome to FM Corner. I'm Danny Koontz, your host, and I am the Director of Relationship Management with Windy City Equipment. Today, our topic is going to be being a teammate with operations. As a facility manager, you're often going to have many opportunities to interact with the people in operations. One of the things that you want to do is a long-term goal of building trust. Trust that the operations person trusts you, the job you're trying to do, and has respect for the job that you do. You should have the same for them. So what you become in that is a teammate that you can work together. Some of the ways in which you can become a good teammate with operations is find ways to help them save money. They're always looking to save money. What can you do? Show them examples. Break it down to the level where it impacts them. For instance, every restaurant you probably go into has faucets that leak. It's not enough just to tell them to turn the faucets off. Necessarily won't do that. Go tell them that for every 24 hours that faucet leaks, how much money it costs them on their utility bill. There's a percentage of that utility bill that probably relates to their bonus. Then they'll hear you. Relay it to something they understand so that you can help them with that. I said in an earlier presentation, give them tips, things to look for to save themselves from a service call. Any information you can provide them that helps them run their restaurant better, more efficient, and at the same time doesn't waste money or spend money that doesn't need to be spent, you will build your trust in operations. You want to help them in business. You want to help them in life if they have struggles, but learn to get to know your managers. Learn what their business is like. It's important for you to know. What is their day made up of in the restaurant business? What are the things that make their day every day, and what are the hurdles that they come across? Listen to that and try to see, is there a way I can help with that? Is there a program I can provide to them? Is there some tips, some notes, anything like that that helps them do their job better? The better job that they do in the restaurant, the easier life is going to be for you in facilities, because they're truly your partner. At the same time, you want to sit down and explain what your job is. It doesn't make sense, but it would be amazing to you that some managers doesn't understand you may have a budget. They think it's just spend anytime you need to. They don't understand you have a budget, and there are certain restrictions on what you can do. And your judgment is based off a number of restaurants, not one. So you're having to make a decision that's best for the region or the area that you are in charge of, not necessarily their one particular restaurant. So you want to explain what your job entails and what you're being asked to do and so on. So you understand them, and at the same time, they understand a little bit of what your role is. Don't do things that upset their world of their business. Don't call them between 11 and 2 because you think you're special when they're busy, or from 5 to 7 or whatever that time frame may be. Shoot them a note that they can see later if it's not critical when the shift is done and they look on their email versus having to have a phone conversation with them. Respect their time as well. If you know manager schedules, you'll know if you're provided that information. Sometimes you know what days are not going to be there and so on. So you wait and hold the information you have until you can have a conversation with them or even an email to make sure that they get the message you're sending. Because sometimes 2 or 3 managers in a location, one manager looks at the email, deletes it, never says a word, and the manager comes back after being off for a day or 2 and he's looking to you for the answer, which you've already provided, but the information was never passed on to him or her. So you got to learn that all managers don't need the same thing. Some managers want your advice. Some managers want your help. Some managers believe they've got their business under control and they'll use a, hey, I'll reach out if I need you type program. That's okay. Learn the managers. The more you learn about the managers of the people as best you can, the better you are to support them. The ones that need your help and want your advice, give it to them. The ones that call you only when they need something from you, that's okay. Support them in that method. Everybody doesn't have to be treated the same, but help them. That's your goal. They're your customer. Your customer is the folks in operations. And so your job is to help them, and help them is providing information, providing support, finding something that they need and being able to give that to them. And above everything else, listen to them when they call you. Listen to what they're saying and then explain or expand on the information in which they provided to you. But listen to them. Sometimes they're going to have an idea that may help you. You'll have ideas that will help them. Sometimes they have one that will help you. Or they'll give you valuable information on a procedure in the restaurant that maybe you weren't familiar with, and it helps explain some of the problems or issues that you've had. So use that information, listen to the customer who is your operations team, and let them speak. That's how you develop trust among operations and yourself, is you're a part of their support group. You're not a corporate person, work in the main office. Forget all that. I'm just a person that's doing a job. They have a job and you have a job. And my job is to help support you in every way that I can. Make sure you always send that message to the operations team so they know that you're there, you're willing, and you're able to discuss any matter that needs to be done to try to help make them better and thus make yourself better. That's it for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Look forward to having you on another episode of FM Corner. I'm Danny Koontz. Thank you.